Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2023 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the last half of May, and this reading is for the Earth sign of Virgo. I hope everyone's doing well. As always, thank you for being here, watching the videos, liking, sharing, subscribing, referring, and recommending. All greatly appreciated by me. Thank you. So Virgo. If your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign is in Virgo, if you're cross-watching for a Virgo, it's all relevant with this video. It is a general reading, which means, of course, that it resonates a little differently for everyone. So if you know any or all of your signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, watch them all for any additional insight and perspective that may come through for you. And if you find something does resonate with you, it touches you, and you would like to perhaps take a deeper look at something and reach out for a personal reading or information about that for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link or the title of this video. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you the same day with more information. I do offer a pretty wide variety of choices for readings in all areas of life, and scheduling, the actual scheduling of the readings is done in a fairly timely manner too. So if that's something you might be interested in, please email me. Okay, Virgo, let's see what the last half of May 2023 looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams, clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. We begin with the Two of Cups, soulmate, kindred spirits, a karmically connected union. It might be romantic, it might be otherwise. It could be best friends, kindred spirits, family. This typically represents relationships, but it's a union, a really great union between two people, between two companies. I mean, in business, sometimes the Two of Cups can come up for just the perfect job for you. With the Two of Cups, we have the Moon. Maybe a lack of clarity here. Maybe some hidden fears. A lack of knowing. Trying to figure out if you should stay on the path that you're at, that you're on, in regards to a partnership. Some of you may be wondering if a specific union or a specific partnership is that soulmate karmic connection for you. Some of you may be wondering, you may not have this Two of Cups connection, but you may be wondering if that's ever going to happen to you. Next, we have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, showing up as a queen, but this is a general reading, so it could be a female as well. But the Queen of Cups is fairly feminine, emotional, water energy, somebody who is pretty emotionally mature and evolved and intelligent, somebody who's very aware and in touch with their own emotions and the emotions of the people around them. So they know when it's time to show them and when it's time to not show their emotions. Somebody who's showing up to be relevant here in the last half of May for you. With that Queen of Cups, we have the Queen of Coins, which is likely you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This could be a romantic union. It could be a best friend situation. The Queen of Cups may or may not be the other person in this Two of Cups. Next, we have the Seven of Swords, a card that represents things being concealed or hidden motives, which can be negative, it can be positive. It's a card of strategy, basically. It's self-serving, but it's a card of, but it can be just things being undercover or concealed, which again doesn't necessarily need to be bad at all. Originally, this was a card of strategy. You know, somebody who is keeping their plans, their ideas, and their actions to themselves or undercover in order to achieve something. With that, we have the Page of Wands. Messengers are starting off on a brand new path. Interesting. Peculiar. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last half of May, Virgo, is the Two of Swords. A card that, as twos usually represent being at a crossroads and a sense of duality or choices, but the Two of Swords can often represent feeling stuck because the card before this, of course, would be the Ace of Swords, which is the idea, the epiphany, the truth. Here in the Two of Swords, it can represent a reluctance or a resistance to looking at something directly, because if you do look at the thing directly, then you have to do something about it. You have to make a choice, a decision, or take a course of action of some kind. So in the Two of Swords, the swords are up, the blindfold is on. They don't really want to acknowledge the truth or the reality of something, because if they do, then something has to be done. So they're in this kind of in-between, stuck at the crossroads kind of energy. Let's clarify that overall energy of the Two of Swords. The Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. Hope and faith renewed after some kind of difficulty, challenge, illness, struggle, breakups. You're stuck because you think there might be hope and renewal in something that has either had issues or has broken apart or something. You're stuck because you still think there's hope for something. Maybe there's somebody you see as a Two of Cups person, but you're not sure. You know, often though, if we're not willing to look at something and keep ourselves stuck because of it, it typically means that the thing we don't want to look at is in fact the truth. We just don't want to acknowledge it. Clarify the Two of Cups. The Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, held hostage, hopeless, victim, can't change anything, can't do anything. But Swords is governed by the element of air, which governs our intellectual landscape, belief systems, ideologies, perceptions, perspectives. So the Swords represent ideas, thoughts, ideologies. That's the only thing keeping this person trapped. They could free themselves if they wanted to. There isn't a specific person holding them there. The Ace of Cups, a card of emotional renewal. Yeah, I feel like you're keeping yourself in this stuck place because you still think there's hope in a situation where I think there's an inner voice inside telling you there isn't. You need to move on from something, but you don't want to look at that yet. Clarify the Moon. The Nine of Pentacles, independence, self-sufficiency, self-empowerment. This is somebody who feels confident and has a lot of self-confidence and empowerment because they've worked hard to get to that place on their own. But that's clarifying the Moon. Do you stay or do you walk away? You're stuck in something which isn't good for your sense of self-confidence, your sense of self, and your own validation as as somebody who has come through quite a bit. It feels like somebody's stuck in an unhealthy relationship cycle here, but they're still really quite attached to it. Let's clarify this Queen of Cups. Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, which we already have here as the Queen of Coins, same thing. So this is clarifying the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who is who is bringing some kind of offer or opportunity for change here. Clarify Queen of Coins. This is likely a friend of some kind. I mean, it might be a family member, a friend, somebody who wants to bring something to you, or an offer or opportunity. But the Queen of Coins or Pentacles, which is you, we have the Hangman and the King of Wands. Yeah, you're stuck. You're stuck on this person. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, not taking any particular action yet. You're still waiting. You're still watching something playing out. Again, it feels like there's still hope and faith that something can change in a situation, that I think your intuition may be telling you something different, but there's this reluctance and resistance to looking at it. Meanwhile, there's a third party or a third energy here that feels like it's trying to pull you in a different direction or offer you an opportunity that's more positive. Clarify the Seven of Swords. The Three of Cups, friendships, kindred spirit, your tribe, your community. The Nine of Cups and the Sun, wish fulfillment, getting everything you want, an uplifting of previously restrictive energies and heaviness, but it's kind of undercover. You know, this kind of feels like, Virgo, if I could write an analogy, a little story based on this, it's somebody who's in a relationship which is or has grown to be unhealthy, but they've been in it for a while. They're attached. They don't want to leave. They still think there's a chance this person will change, the relationship will get better, yada, yada, yada. Meanwhile, there's a specific person, but friends, two people that love and care about this person, who are like, we've got to get this person, we have to, let's try and get this person away. Let's try and, let's set them up with someone else, or let's see what we can do to help them to kind of offer a path of getting away from this or getting out of this situation. They're kind of doing it sort of secretively, but with the best intentions possible here, trying to get you out of something that isn't good for you, but that you're kind of still stuck on, and into something better, a new opportunity for change, whether that's emotional, romantic, practical, some combination of all of those, because they want the best for you. It feels like it's headed up by one person, but there's other people around there too that you know, or that's in your community. Clarify the Page of Wands. It's like they're talking to each other in secret, or they're talking to each other behind closed doors, or they're, the World and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, taking something to another level. The World is the last major arcana card in the tarot, so it speaks about a major life cycle ending and a new one beginning, a new chapter beginning. This is like they're talking about it kind of amongst themselves, or, it's almost like trying to, a group of friends trying to set you up with someone else that they think is absolutely magnificent for you, to try and get you out of this sort of rut that you're in, or that you've been in, stuck in, somehow get you out, get you away, into something better and brighter. It's like the best kind of conspiracy, right? But you're still stuck in something. You're still waiting. You're still having hope that something is going to change and become better. But it feels like you're going against your own intuition, against what Spirit actually wants for you as well. And Spirit may actually be behind this friend, this group of friends, kind of pulling things together, and in order to provide you a pathway away from this thing that you're stuck on, this person, situation, relationship here. Because I think one of the things that staying in such a relationship or situation does for a person over time, when they're ignoring really what they should not be ignoring, is it wears away at your sense of self, at your sense of self-respect, your sense of self-value, and your self-confidence as well, until you get to a place where you just think this is where you belong and this is the best you can get, and et cetera, et cetera. It kind of erodes away at the beauty of who you are and the pricelessness of who you are. And then meanwhile, there's this kind of loving conspiracy over here to try and provide a way or an outlet for you to kind of get you away from that here, which I think you're going to be seeing in the last half of May, maybe towards the end of May and the first part of June as well. So let's wrap this up with any advice, guidance, feedback, messages from Spirit for you. Nine of Wands. You may be feeling discouraged, maybe feeling like, giving up, but you're really, really close to finishing a cycle. You're really close to finishing perhaps a very difficult cycle here. Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands. Wow, five being, about conflict and upset. This is, in terms of advice, this is cutting out people, places, and situations which don't serve you. They're not in your greater good because they represent, your feeling on the outside, abandoned, rejected, shut out, not good enough, the subject of gossip, rumors, constant conflict. You're being told to cut people, places, and situations out that have anything to do with that. Let's pull some more. We have the Empress with the Four of Cups here and the Fool. Someone is offering you, coming in, and it's likely that Queen of Cups is offering something to you. They're offering the chance for a new start. The Fool is the very first major arcana card. The World is the last. So there's a conspiracy here, but it's a loving, positive conspiracy of people who are trying to provide an opportunity and offer a way through and away from something that you've been stuck in, maybe feeling like you can't get out of. And they're kind of working undercover to try and provide a way out for you. And there's an actual offer here coming, and it's likely from a female, from most of you, a female friend, family member, mother, maternal figure. It's an offering of some kind, and it's for a brand new chapter to start. But the Fool does require faith, a leap of faith, stepping out into the unknown, getting out of your comfort zone, taking a chance. And I can see your reluctance here, but Spirit is quite strongly encouraging you to take this new path, this new opportunity, whatever it is. I think it'll be evident to you by the end of May or the very first part of June for sure. So really interesting reading. All right, Virgo, those are your messages for the second half of May 2023. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope for those of you for whom it resonated that it was helpful, provided some clarity, some food for thought for you. Again, if this did resonate, you'd like to maybe take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading or information about personal readings for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the June general readings. We're almost halfway through the year. So stay safe, stay well, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.